Mr. President, lead us well. If you be governor, govern us well. If you be senator, senator well. If you be police, police well. Now they take bribe. They lead us well. No, govern us well. If you be senator, senator well. If you be police well. Now they take.
My name is Ife Salako, the managing director for Hon.Ife Limited, the CEO for Effective Films, and House of Rep aspirant for African Democratic Congress, ADC.
Mr. President, lead us well. If you be governor, govern us well. If you be senator.
Nigeria has actually suffered literally in the hands of people without conscience that have been occupying offices for too long. And there's not been, since 1999 that we returned to democracy till date, there's not been one impact of a federal House of Rep in Alimoso. And because of the notion that a lot of people have in Nigeria that politics is dirty, people who are truly, concerned about making the change have been avoiding politics. But for some of us, we got to a point and we realized that we cannot leave politics in the hands of this set of people who are not making any right impact. And so we decided to get into the race so we can do it and do it differently.
Mr. President, lead us well. If you be governor, govern us well. If you be senator.
It's pretty much not about me. It's about the people. By God's grace, I'm fine and I'm doing well for myself. All grace to God. But I think the people know very well now that they don't have a proper representative. And so no matter how muddy the water is, I'm not just alone. I am with the people, and collectively, we're going to, clear the mud and put the concrete and begin to make things right. So I'm not bothered about they can make the noise, but they don't have the people. We are going to speak the language that the people understand, and they're going to be on our side, and collectively, we're going to push them out.
Mr. President, lead us well. If you be governor, govern us well. If you be senator.
So, the crop of the politicians we have now have literally bastardized what is called empowerment. When they call the youth together, they give them stipends, they give them rice, they give them all sorts of things that does not really change their lives. We have a plan of transforming the landscape of the energetic young people in Alimoso. We're going to have a proper tech hub where they can transform the future knowledge of technology into what would change the present society. So what I mean by that is technology is the future of the world, and Alimoso cannot be exempted from it. So creating a tech hub where these young people can come to express themselves, to put their talents. Young Yahoo boys are everywhere, right? Some of them, they get $1,000 today, $2,000 tomorrow, $5,000 next tomorrow. But with proper training in tech, you can actually be making approximately $10,000 in a month, legitimately. There are people that are doing it. So we're going to open their minds to legitimate way of making money. And that is, the bigger goal. On a lower level, empowering for us would mean that giving them, the level, the platform to thrive in whatever they are doing, in whatever they have laid their hands on, empowering the business, not just giving them something to eat. Because they say whoever is going to help you has to teach you how to fish and not just give you fish. What the past government and the present government have been doing is to give the young people fish. We are going to teach them how to fish and make them mentally, financially independent. And that's in that way, they are also going to, impact that knowledge to the generation that will follow them, and we'll begin to see the impact.
Mr. President, lead us well. If you be you listen it or say
A whole lot of things that we have in plans to do, from education to when I campaigned, I ran for election in 2023, and I got to a point and I said I met a couple of young people, and they were saying that, oh, we're talking about education, and they were telling me that, bro, school na scam. And from that moment, I said to myself that I was going to start a campaign that is going to be called School No Be Scam, right? And even after we didn't win the election, we went on to do the campaign. And for every year, we've been giving out 1 million naira to support education in Alimoso here through the program that we call School No Be Scam. And so that is going to be built on. We are going to put it on a larger scale. I am going to highly invest in education. The reason is because I know that, I mean, nobody can tell me what education can do to anybody's life. I'm a living testimony of how education can transform your life compared to where I was coming from, a very humble background. And I say it, with all sense of pride that there is nothing this earth has not hawked before, from whatever. Just imagine a Gary or corn or anything, my mom was a nurse, and so I followed her to hawk some paracetamol and all of those things around. So, but because I was able to get a proper formal education, and a quality one at that, it helped to, change my life, my perspective of life and everything. So we're going to invest heavily in education in Alimosho to begin to, shape the future of the next generation, put them on the right path. Go and see the streets now. Young, able-bodied boys and girls are just loitering around doing nothing because their minds have not been opened to opportunities. And the only thing that can open it is education. So we're going to invest heavily in education. We have plans even for the older people. Go around and I think that, oh yeah, in the days that I used to, use public transportation, I get into the bus, I see an old man beside me, old woman beside me. I get to pay for them sometimes, But then way back from then, I was thinking that anybody that is above 60 years old should not be the one struggling to get on the bus with other people. What will it take for a Federal House of Rep member to put a couple of buses around, Alimosho? In essence, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have buses, well clean buses, with AC, that we're going to put at different locations that is going to take adults, I mean old people rather. And so you come there with either your NIN or some sort of or ID card to verify that you are above 60, and you can get on the bus free of charge. They move you around from one place to the other within Alimosho. That way, we are going to, protect our older people. And this is also going to accommodate both pregnant, visibly pregnant women, to get them off the grid of people that are, hustling and bustling with, or, jumping on buses here and there. So these are some of the plans that we have for them, for the older, and of course for the pregnant women. We intend to invest also in health sector because we know very well that if you look at Alimosho, I had a very similar experience a time ago. I saw a man on the road who was knocked maybe by a vehicle, and I took the man to the general hospital here in Igondo. And this was like around 12 midnight, and they said there was no bed. Apparently, there was one bed, but they didn't want to take that man. So I fought tooth and nail. I told them they had to take that man. So they took him there and all. After they admitted that man, they brought somebody else to that hospital. They couldn't admit the person. The person died there in the car that night because I was in that hospital all night that day. So where am I going? There is a lot of, there is a huge deficit of health issues that is surrounding us all around Alimosho. So we're going to look at ways that we can ease this. Apart from the general hospital, there is just only one hospital that seems to be for the people all over Alimosho, and that is the one we have, the Aregbeshola Hospital, somewhere around Egbeda. And of course, what stops us from having this kind of hospitals where people that can come to get very, very free health, services, quality health services, because nothing stops us from getting all of these things done. Yeah, we're looking at also seeing how we can assist in infrastructure. We may not have the direct uh, um, budget to say we want to make roads here and there. But we know we can actually facilitate some of these projects to fix some roads, especially drainages in Alimosho rather. Drainage is a major issue in Alimosho that we have seen, especially around the Abule Egba Okiodo axis, where we've had a couple of people that flood has even swept people away in that axis. We're going to look at finding lasting solution. How do we find this solution? Dig deeper, connect it to where it can flow to, and then the solution is there. But it is the willpower to want to do this thing, the zeal to want to give people a better life that is not there. So these are many more, and of course, we're going for the House of Rep, which is our primary assignment is to make law. And one of the things that I'm going to be pushing as a member of the Federal House of Rep is for us to see how we can review our constitution. The Nigerian constitution is obsolete. So I'm going to see how we can push for this to see how we can make amends in our constitution and a couple of other bills that we can put out there. So I can go on and on, about all of the things that we needed to do.
Mr. President, lead us well. If you be governor, govern us well. If you be senator, anytime well. If you be police well, now they take bribe.
I not foresee a peaceful election when you're going into election with the likes of the APC. It's pretty much like a gang of criminals, who and thugs who are bent on, destroying what democracy stands for. I don't even think the APC politicians and their supporters, I don't even think they understand what democracy stands for and what it means, by the way. Because if they do understand, we shouldn't get to the point where you would be violently attacking people who are having a different, political view from yours. But this is the reality that we have been faced with. But we are not going to shy away from it. I just want to remind every one of them that, we are in the ADC today, the African Democratic Congress, but I think they suffer from dementia, because if not for that, in 2023, they did worse. They went all out against the Labour Party. They attacked them at different places. They injured, they went for their meetings. They did not allow them to hold meetings and all. And still, they lost Lagos to the same people. This is to remind them that intimidation, thuggery, and all of these things cannot change the will of the people. It can't. Look at religion, for example. In the north, there are lots of Christians that are being killed here and there, but people still go to church. I say it like the Christians in the north they are the best born against, to born against, in the world. But one citing another example is that no matter the violence, the APC needs to understand that nobody is going to run away from you. We are going to come out. We are going to get our people to come out. We are going to contest for this election and we are going to win. Nobody has the monopoly of violence. We are also preparing ourselves to protect ourselves, and protect our voters. Most importantly, the best way we could, to make sure that anybody is not intimidated. So we would not. I will not tell you all the things that we're doing, but we are making sure that people are protected. People can come out to vote peacefully and return to their houses. So that is on one side. For the people of Alimosho, we're here, and I'm contesting for the Federal House of Representatives here in Alimosho. And I want you to come out when it's time. I want you to come out to exercise your right, because it is your right to vote. It is your right to choose your leaders. And that is the opportunity that the democracy has given to you. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you. Don't allow anybody to deprive you of the chance of experiencing true governance. Alimosho has been there even since 1999 until date. I'm sure if you are in Alimosho, you cannot point out to one bill that has been passed by a member of your House of Representatives that has affected your life positively. Come out and let's do this differently.